Get it, Alex?
Good morning, recovery.
Hey, we are daytime. We're not morning. What's up, Alex?
Good afternoon, recovery. You know what I meant.
Yeah. What's up? What's
good.
happening?
I'm great. How are you?
Angie, how are you?
I'm awesome.
Awesome. Well, we got a good show today. Done.
Yes.
How is everybody?
Great.
Woo. Gosh, I just feel it. Love that music, man. It just,
Get you pumped up.
Angie, I know it does you. On the inside, she's really just
On the
wanting to let it go. She's wanting to.
She's doing the
One day, it's going to just, woo.
She's doing the Dougie right now inside.
I love it.
Doing the Dougie on the inside. I know she is. She's going. Anyway, we know. You tried hard to hide it, but we know.
Some people, don't you just want to, like, when I see them out, I just want to go, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle.
I think you did that on one of the podcasts. Yeah, you did that.
Jamie, all tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
Tickle. Well.
Well,
Anyway,
Back
how
to
is
seriousness.
everyone for real? Like,
waiting on the snow.
Oh, I had
yeah.
a great day. I've had a great day.
Oh my gosh, I went to Walmart earlier talking about the snow.
Was there anything left?
Well, yeah, there was some stuff left. What is our producer saying?
Yeah.
Oh, keys. Okay.
Way to go, Brandy.
Producer,
We're not
whatever.
doing anything or anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Walmart, yeah, it was packed out down there. I mean, a lot of people out. It was, yeah, definitely snowstorm coming. How much are we supposed to get
3 to 6 inches.
tomorrow?
I'm working on talking. 3 to 6 inches.
Tomorrow,
Andrea,
though, Sunday?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Starting at 7 a.m.
So
in the morning.
church might be put off tomorrow. I know a lot of our recovery people are supposed to be coming with us tomorrow for church. But
Well, I'm hoping not.
I hope not neither. But
I don't
If it
think-
snows, you going to go anyway?
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I need that church. I need that. They help me through the week. I need that.
yeah,
So, yeah.
maybe we could do some sort of Zoom thing. Maybe we could call today and go ahead and get it
we
lined
do.
up.
That is offered in our Sunday school class.
Really?
The Zoom
Yeah,
thing
oh, yeah,
is
yeah, they do it
that
through-
We can do that. That's one good thing. We can have that. And then Dan, Pastor Dan does something you can go online and you can look up his. I don't think you can get it till hours later, but you can see what he preached on.
And this is through Rileyville Baptist. It is a great church that we started going to. And then this morning, I actually went to Pastor Audrey's church at ER in Luray. Is that what it's called in Luray? ER. And oh my gosh, what a great service. It was amazing. I felt the Spirit as soon as I went in. Great music by Miss LaToya. Shout out to her. I went up to the altar. I felt the Spirit up there. It was just great. It's a great time. Just beautiful.
I love it that he has it on Saturday because it's so hard to find a church on Saturday. You know,
Yeah.
most churches aren't open, and it's good so you can just stop by. I think it's at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was
on
11.
Saturday, you
it
can
was
just
11.
stop in at 11 o'clock and go in and
Yeah,
get refreshed.
Here lately, I've been personally feeling like a little bit of a spiritual type tug. And I know for me, a lot of it is the phone. Like, I feel like I'm like zoned in on it a lot here lately. And it's like, it takes me. And even to the point where like I'm losing sleep. And so I personally made the decision yesterday at like 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be on my phone this weekend a lot.
What
Like,
are you
I'm going to
using?
try to.
Facebook, scrolling?
Yeah, just into everybody else's mess. And like people, and it's like the universe brings their mess to me.
I'm so tempted to get back on Facebook, but I just
Don't do
I keep
it.
telling myself no.
I had a 3-month break and it was great. And I got out and I got right back on there and I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah, it's such a mess in general. And it's like the universe feels it and it's like you attract it.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get myself, and I'm telling everyone around me, you guys know, because I've been telling, not so much you, but the one you guys know, I've been telling everybody around me, like, hey guys, I'm trying to step back from this now. And I'm letting it be known, like, okay, no more of this around me. I'm ending it. Snip, 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 snip. So in the next few weeks, I'm making that decision of like, and if I have to make the huge step of disconnecting from Facebook for a while, that might be what I have to do. It's just a big step for me because business comes from Facebook for us. That's where our main business comes from.
Well, you can keep Messenger, just go off Facebook itself.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's what I
yes.
did when I took a break. I did just Messenger to be able to talk to family and stuff, but I got rid of Facebook itself.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. That's good to know. Cool.
Something to think about.
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, it's tough.
So you
though.
can actually take your Facebook
And
app.
deactivate it. Well, no, you can deactivate Facebook itself, but keep Messenger.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if someone searches you on Facebook, you won't come up. But if they look for you on Messenger, you will.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. So I don't have Instagram already. That's gone. So, I mean, that might be the next step for me personally because it just takes you right on in. Yeah, Alex, I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
right
yeah,
now
I know.
myself.
I've been there, and like I said, it's just since I've been out this time, I've stayed away from it.
Good for
And,
you.
I mean, I miss
I'm addicted to the videos.
the thought of getting back
TikTok
on
and
there.
all that. Yeah.
The thought of getting back on there stresses me out. It really does.
I'm guilty like you. I like the videos. I like flipping through the videos, and but I do try to set a certain time and then just put my phone down. And a lot of times I'm probably on that I'm not on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And next thing you know, an hour goes by.
Right. And just it takes up a lot of time.
It does.
I mean,
a
it's
lot
a
of
big- it's
time
a-
that I feel like I should be giving to Jesus.
And it's like with recovery court. Like, you cannot go through recovery court without a smartphone.
Yeah.
It's impossible. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, the phone is a part of the process to check in. I mean, it's just like there's no way of not having a phone anymore. So it's
I
like
know.
you've literally I've gotten in trouble. I've missed classes. I've missed check-ins just because seriously, like, without having Facebook and stuff, I'll literally put my phone down when I get home, walk away, and I won't see it for 4 or 5 hours.
That's a good life,
I've-
but then that's not good for you with recovery.
That's what I'm saying. It's like everything is pulling you back to that phone. You know what I mean? Like, now I have to make sure that it stays on me, and I'm constantly checking. Like, oh, do I have class today? Did I have a meeting? Did I miss this?
Get a calendar.
There's an ideal.
Mm.
You just messed me all up. I was
She
gonna
might,
do
I mean, she's got me still messed up over you can have Messenger or not Facebook. I'm still over here like,
But I can't check in on a calendar.
Well,
Gotcha.
you set an alarm.
On what?
On
The calendar?
phone. On the phone.
she wins, Alex, every time.
Every time. Nah, it's but like I said, it's in today's society, that phone is
It is. It's
everybody's
right.
got
That's it,
one.
right, but I think we
Mm.
all spend too much time on it. It takes up
We're
too
gonna
much
become
of our life.
we're gonna
I do
become
agree with
cyborgs.
that.
They're gonna put a chip in our head. in the
Oh my
next- in the
God.
next
mine.
10 years. You're just be able to blink and scroll your whole Facebook feed. You'd be like, bink, bink.
Stop it.
Like, you'd be like, no, like, no, like.
Oh my God.
That's where my head goes anyway. I see it happening. I swear I do. Hang on, I got a call. Pull on your ear and you answer it. Anyway, what'd you guys do this weekend? I mean, I know it's only Saturday, but what have you done this half weekend?
I did some shopping, some grocery shopping.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Eggs, milk, bread, everything you get when it's going to snow.
Yay.
Coffee.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Very responsible. How grown up of you.
I know.
Like, go be prepared for the snow. Like, you know
I'm
what I mean?
trying.
We were kids,
Such
we were
a
just like, we
grown
didn't think about
up.
any of that. I know, that's awesome.
I'm so proud of you. And you got this
Thank
new
you.
chair that
I love it.
you was showing me a picture of.
What chair? I haven't heard anything about chair.
So she's got this awesome apartment, number one.
Yeah.
So proud of her. And then she got this new chair
It's a stiletto. It's red.
that is a huge accomplishment.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, doll.
Thank you.
It is. It
I'm
is.
proud of
is
you
good.
guys.
Any
is
piece
cool.
of furniture, and
Yeah.
a unique piece that you get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
I'm never getting rid of it.
Oh,
I love
it. I'm so
That's
proud.
funny. That's funny. Andrea, what have you been doing?
I mean, groceries, and we got two new ladies in the house, and I live here with the ladies, and of course the recovery house here in Stanley, the female house, and we're amping up for the snow, and it's exciting. And one of our ladies that is here, we're gonna bring her on. Her name's Brittany, and she's gonna. We got a few questions here in just a little bit that we're gonna ask her, and just any questions that you guys might have. feel free to put in the comments for Brittany, and we'll run them by her on the next episode. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing is rest and groceries and just.
Brandy said we love to eat.
Yeah, they do love to eat. Our whole team loves to eat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Crush some food.
Yes.
That's a good idea. We'll get Brittany on. I'll jump out of the way and she can come on.
Yeah.
I want to give one quick my rundown on my weekend really quick. It's Kylie's birthday. Happy birthday, Kylie.
Happy birthday,
happy
Kylie.
birthday, sweetheart.
We took her to the Hampton Inn in Woodstock, and her and her little friends got their own room. They got to have a slumber party.
Oh.
They were being I didn't find out until later, but they were ding dong ditching.
What is that?
What?
They were running up to people's hotel room doors after we told them to go to bed.
Oh my!
And they were in unison. They were going, "How's it go? Hear the heartbeat at the sound of a drum. Boom, boom!" They were kicking people's
Oh,
So
how sweet!
thank God we didn't get kicked out. They had a blast though.
They had so much fun.
They'll remember that forever.
Yes.
But and then on the ride home, they decided they were going to start their own podcast. You saw it.
Yes.
Aren't they the cutest?
They are so cute. They did it in the back of the car, and they had their podcast is so much more better than ours. They had
these kids are so good with
they're
this technology.
so good with technology. They had on their podcast, they had their names written above each face, like it would be like an episode of Full House.
Yeah.
How
I mean,
Gotcha.
it blows my mind.
Kids
how
are
much.
so
Maybe they
smart.
should
They
come help
are.
us.
I was like, I want my name over my face when they introduce me, Andrea.
Y'all check it out. It's on YouTube at CarCast. I cannot believe nobody has that name, CarCast. CarCast 413 on YouTube. They want everybody to check it out.
Definitely
like their little channel.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hello.
Brittany, you want to come hang out?
Yeah, Brittany, come on up and
Love you
your
guys.
weekend while she's coming.
Alex didn't ask about my
I'm
weekend,
sorry.
so I'm just going to say.
I
Oh, I
did.
was going to jump out of the way.
I'll
come back in a little
I've had
bit.
a good weekend. So all I've done so far is slept. I slept yesterday evening, went to bed early. I slept late till 11 o'clock today.
Well,
Can you believe that?
No.
I'm always up at 5 in the morning. I did get up at 5. I had coffee. I read my Bible a little bit, and I went back to sleep. And then I didn't get up till 11. And I got up and made me some pancakes
mm-hmm,
and pigged out on them.
mm-hmm.
And me and Cookie straightened up, and then we just sat and watched a little TV.
Well, you know what?
Then you
Sometimes
called me, and I said,
Yeah.
I'm going to ride out here.
Sometimes you just need to rest. I mean, I think we work we work a lot, Angie. We really do.
I know.
With A-Fresh, we work a lot. So sometimes we just need to rest. So good
Well,
job.
I did.
Yeah.
Hi, Brittany.
Brittany, welcome, Brittany. Brittany's our newcomer to the Valleys Rise Above house. And Brittany, we are just so proud of you. You are doing so good. And, of course, we do not make anybody do anything around here. Brittany has just been such a loving soul who wants to participate in everything and has actually been excited about coming on podcast every day. She's like, "Can I get on podcast with you guys?"
I'm excited. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait."
Oh, so yeah, Brittany, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 33. I have 3 beautiful kids. I had 3 years sober before I relapsed in February.
Come on up to the mic. There you go.
Yeah. So I had 3 years sober before I relapsed in February, which was really hard for me. So I decided to go to Mount Regis, where I spent 45 days.
Yeah.
In recovery.
And Mount Regis, did they treat you good there?
Yeah, they're really good, and I'd recommend that for anybody really, because they are they're understaffed, but they're very good at what they do. And it's just a very good community. They help you with any needs, any court dates, anything that makes you have a ride there and back. Any physical therapy, just anything. Like there's a girl there getting eyeglasses, or they're taking people to get their teeth pulled and fixed while they're there. I mean,
Yeah.
like
That's
they
awesome.
do,
It's amazing.
they do a whole lot for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mount Regis is in Salem, Virginia.
Yes.
And they actually take Medicaid and insurance as well, I was told, right?
Yeah, yes.
I
they
actually
do.
work with Mount Regis right much with the ladies who come here. And sometimes we have men that come here too who wants to go to recovery or rehab. And so sometimes I have my carport will be with men and women at the same time. So I'm just I try to we try to work with everyone and try to get them to wherever they need to go. But with Regis, they have been a great resource for Page County.
Yes.
They actually send Medicaid cabs out and pick our people up sometimes in the same day. So they've been a really good resource for us.
Yes.
And with your case, you said they had great food too, right?
Oh my gosh, their food was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They feed you and you gain weight, and then they have snacks, and then like you only get pop like from 11 until like 7, but I mean, who needs pop all the time? I mean, they have a bunch
Yeah.
of Kool-Aid,
Right.
juice, water, tea, and then they put out night snacks for everyone that's there, so they have something to eat on at night if they don't get to sleep like normal. But especially detox, they give them like Gatorades and stuff extra all night long, and they take their meds inside to their room, so they don't even have to come out.
That's great.
Those 3-4
Yes.
days. Yeah.
I think that's awesome, especially in recovery, because you know how we starve ourselves. We
Yes.
go days and days and we don't eat.
Yeah.
Then you get somewhere
tired.
that you can sleep and you can eat. And like Gatorade, I like one thing about the Page County Jail is their inmates. Like when they come in, if they're sick or they're coming down, they'll give them Gatorade for a couple days. I mean, you know, it's nice to have people that care.
It is.
So
Yes,
yeah, that's
yes.
great.
Yeah, that's
it
great.
is. It's very great. And then like for them to actually care enough to be like, oh, you ain't even got to get out of bed. I'll bring your medicine. I'll come get your vitals, and I'll bring your Gatorade. You know, especially like the first 4 days, like people just don't
'Cause
even want
It
to
takes
get
all
out
you've
of
got
bed.
to live.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
exactly.
understand that. Yes.
Yeah, and there's some people that come in there like so sick off alcohol, and I thought drugs were bad, but until I seen some people that come off alcohol, I was like, poor souls. Like I just prayed for them because I never seen somebody get so sick in all my life.
That is a bad sickness. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I had this guy when we were in an A, he was talking about how his dad quit drinking, and the first time he did okay, but this last time it killed him because
Oh.
the DTs from the alcohol. Not he tried to do it on his own, and they come in and they found him dead because, and they said it was because of DTing from alcohol.
Yeah.
He was trying to do it on his own.
It's very serious when you come down off of things. That's why we don't do detox here at the home. We've been asked many times for people to come here and just let us. They ask us to come here and detox, and I'm like, no, you got to either go to Winchester Hospital
Because it's
or
the safest
It's
way.
dangerous.
Yeah, you
It
know.
is.
Yes.
they're
It's
usually
truly-
dehydrated
yeah.
or whatever. So, what would you tell someone out there right now listening who is on the brink or on the edge of like they want to go, but they just they don't. They're scared. Like they're like, man, I want to go, but I don't want to leave
I
today.
would recommend going because that changed my life. Like, you know, having 45 days without your cell phone was amazing, actually. Not being able to get on your phone like that so you're not stressed out. Yeah, you get phone calls every day, once a day, but like they focus on your recovery. They give you healthy coping skills and stuff to put in your 12-step toolbox. They guide you, and they just are very caring, and most of the people there are recovering addicts themselves. So they already understand. you know.
Exactly.
So they're even the nurses and the doctor that's there, he used to be an alcoholic. So he's very good at making sure people get the stuff that they need to be able to survive and do it the right way.
Exactly. The right way is what it's all about. It really is. What's your questions you have?
All right. So, how many days do you have sober right now?
49.
Awesome.
Yay! We
Baby,
need
it's
yay!
So, what made you decide to finally go to rehab? Like, what was the breaking point in your life?
Well, I was in domestic violence with my previous husband, and I realized I was just unhappy. I was sad. I just was on the brink of suicide. I tried to commit suicide 6 times and did not succeed. I tried cutting myself to hanging myself, and I knew I was definitely on the brink because I've never been to that point in my life where I wanted to die. So that's when I was like, yep, you know, you got more to live for. You got 3 beautiful kids. So,
That's it.
Oh,
and
yes, you
I
do.
just
And
was
you do.
like, So my mom didn't even know. She's like, I didn't even know you were going to rehab. Well, I can hide stuff very well. I act stronger than I am. But I set all this up, and then I talked to Andrea, and she's like, it's going to be like 45 days for your insurance to get. Now, I called them immediately, called social services, and I was on them. I said, I don't care what you got to do, but it's got to get done, like this week. So I kept calling Mount Regis for a week, and I was like, can you pull out my Medicaid yet? Is it there? And so then I called that Saturday, and they're like, yes, it's here. You can come in. I was like, oh, my God, thank God.
What a miracle.
Yes.
See, you're a miracle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is such a that's
It
drive.
didn't even take them 45 days. It took them 11.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Yay.
See, I'm
Yeah.
so glad,
Yeah,
Brittany.
Yeah.
That's great.
And what is your favorite rehab experience? Like, what was the best part for you?
So like we had these teams on the weekend, so we would pair up and we would do these things. Like we had this Jingle Bell song that we did for Mount Regis, and we won. So they took us out for ice cream, like just the blue team, and that was awesome.
Can you sing it for us?
Oh my goodness!
I'm just kidding.
I actually have it written down. I can next time for sure. Yeah. It's a whole thing. I loved it. And we won that competition, and we actually won the whole time I was there, which was awesome because all the other teams were like hating on us because we was winning like everything, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like we're just putting in effort. Like some of them didn't even turn in like half the work, so they're like getting like half credit. And we got ice cream, a pizza parlor, and then we got Michael's and Barnes and Noble trip. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right, that's all for you. All right, and then all right. So my questions relate to the house because you live here with me, and I want you to be. Of course, we're all about real and raw here.
Yeah.
So my thing is, what could we do better here at the house?
I actually think you don't have to do nothing better because you are an amazing person. You do not give yourself enough credit for one.
Oh,
You're very
Brittany.
loving, very sweet, and you do everything and beyond more than what anybody I've ever seen do.
Oh,
The only thing we can say is maybe get a funding for an extra bathroom.
We do need another bathroom.
well, we do. Yeah.
We do.
All right. Well, we'll work on that. We've been talking about fundraising,
Yeah.
so we probably do need another bathroom.
Yeah, definitely.
We have to operate with the bathroom door unlocked at all times in
Yeah.
case of emergencies. But
Yeah.
all right. And then what do you like the most about this house?
That it's Christian based and that you're just so loving and kind and you know what I mean? You want to be involved and you want to help and you're just really motivated. Like
That's awesome,
you
Brittany.
motivate me to be better.
That's what it is all about. And it's just you getting up every day when I open up that door and I see you rising up out of that bed and Blue jumping out of the bed and
Yeah.
ready to get the day started at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
We're up.
I
It's-
go to bed at like 6:37. I'm not used to going to bed that early. I think it's even past my bedtime right now. Honestly, I'm getting close to it. Getting close.
We are very early people, but it's a lifestyle change, and it's a lifestyle change that I wouldn't. I don't think I would change up because
Mm-mm.
it's definitely Gene has taught us that it really is the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
I mean, we get up, we get started early, we get in the jobs early. If I don't get out there on the jobs, at least my mind is working out early, getting back here, getting on the computer, ready to invoice, getting the jobs set up for everybody. Like
Yeah.
it's just early, but I wouldn't change it for nothing.
No.
And you
We
guys,
should definitely get like a Bible study week where we can all come here and do like a Bible study.
we was just talking
because-
about you yesterday, Angie. We was like, when is Angie gonna get us a little Bible room?
Yeah.
Because we was talking about communion. We
Yeah.
were like, we need communion today.
Yeah.
Well, that's something we can do. Anytime you
need
want
it.
to do it, we can do
We
it.
need it.
Yeah. Definitely.
What questions do you have, sis?
Okay. It's good in recovery to have a self love. Okay, because we neglect ourselves so much, So, I know you have to love yourself, do things for yourself. Like you said, you were talking about getting your nails done, and that's great because you need to start doing things that you've missed out on.
Yeah.
You got to learn to love yourself. Okay, but I want to know what you're doing for soul love, like what you're doing for the inside. That's helping you on the inside because that's what's going to show on the outside.
Yeah. So God God is what's doing it on the inside. Like He has put so much peace, love, and hope in my heart again that I
Praise
lost.
God.
That I had
Mhm.
lost for like 8 months because I had gotten to this part where I was like, well, I might as well just die, And I didn't think I was worthy of love or, And then Mount Regis, and I started like this little extra Bible study there. So, like, just getting in the groove of that and then learning to really forgive myself, for my
Yes.
addict self,
Yeah.
my addict wrongs or whatever. That was the hardest part. But me and my therapist really worked through that at
Yeah,
Mount
I think
Regis.
especially like forgiving ourselves is one thing that's hard on all of us because we know that we've hurt people and things that we've done. But one thing about it is, as soon as we ask Jesus, He forgives us.
He
And
does.
I think
He
we're the
does.
ones that pick it up.
Yes.
We are.
We are. And once He's forgiven us, He don't even know what we're talking about.
No.
Yeah. We have been forgiven, y'all.
We
We
have.
have.
And
And
we
I
need
mean,
to forgive ourselves.
everybody makes mistakes. Everybody falls. And, you got to start, right? You can't change one thing from the past, but you can today.
Yes.
So take
Definitely.
it from today and run with it.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to be completely like 360 life change this time and go bigger than I thought I could ever go.
Yes,
will.
I'm so proud of
Yeah,
you,
you'll do
Brittany.
good.
Thank
And
you.
and one thing that you can do moving forward is if you do run into people, because you've been forgiven,
Yeah.
but people, if you run into people and you might think, because I've done this too, I might have harmed them in some way. A lot of times in addiction, you don't remember
Yeah.
a lot of
exactly.
things.
I don't remember.
You
half
can
of
walk
it.
up to that person and say, "Hey, I'm sorry if I've ever caused you pain,
Yeah.
and I love you." And just a simple, that's all in a hug.
Yeah.
And then that, if they don't forgive you, hey, that's that. But at least you cleared your heart and your soul from that.
Yeah.
And it's gone. It's over. I mean, I've had to do that with several people, and it's
Yeah.
over. It's done. And I just love your story, and I
you.
love you. I think you're a beautiful soul, and you're going to do so great.
Awesome.
you.
You're going to do big things.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you
moving
for coming
forward.
on.
Yes,
Thank you
guys.
so much. That's Brittany, ladies and gentlemen. She is a huge part of our house here on Main Street, and she's definitely been a huge impact on my life.
And she's sweet.
What I
she's
missed?
so sweet. Alex, you
Angie started dancing, didn't she?
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna miss it. Next time.
she brings
that was
she
great.
makes me smile.
That was great. Good job, Brittany.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Do y'all remember when we hit the 49 day mark? 40
Yes.
what was it, 48 or 49 days?
49. Yeah.
I hit it a couple of different times.
A few times, yeah.
Several times, 10 times probably.
I don't really remember any. Like I said, when I had that brief stint in sobriety, I didn't really pay that much attention to it.
I think I have a
Worked.
Snapchat of like 52 days clean. Like
That's
a couple
cool.
different, in my memories.
Well, I got a year coming up, so maybe after a year I'll start keeping track.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It'll be March. Well, I mean, it'll be probably more than a year, but I'm going to call it my sober date, March 18th.
That's
It's
awesome.
the day I got out of jail. So
Yeah.
that's the day I started my recovery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't just sober because I was in jail thing. It was
Yeah.
I could have gotten
Yes,
high every
that's
day. You know what I mean?
one thing with me. Like, when I was coming down, I was locked up, and I wasn't because I wanted to get sober. I was made to get sober,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until after I was locked up that I got in my Bible and started serving God. So, I was locked up, and I could have used while I was locked up because it is drugs there, and so I was proud of myself for not using then. And I thought, no, I've come too far. I'm going to do things different this time.
Mm-hmm.
So once I got out, and I remember the first month, and I'm thinking, you know what? I didn't go around nobody, and I was working, and God just had things just come right out for me.
Right.
And 6 months, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm doing this thing.
Yes.
I'm doing
Yeah.
this. And so I'm like you. I remember once I got out, and that's when it,
That's when it started.
yeah.
The true recovery walk.
Right, because that's
That's
when I
when-
was the scariest when I got out, because time and time again, I have went to prison and I got out and was either high before I got home
Yep.
or as soon as I got home. I did it over and over and over. And this time I just knew it was different when I got locked up. Then once I got my Bible and I got to know who Jesus was, it was different.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to do things different.
Yeah. Was yours the
So-
same way?
Well, no, I start mine May 1st because that's the day that I checked into rehab. That's
Mhm.
before I went to jail. So I kind
Yeah.
of started mine before jail. I was clean going into jail.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably good.
Yeah.
Huh?
That was the first time I've ever went in there clean.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
I
know-
still gained the weight though, but
hey,
Well,
that's part of part of recovery. I never did go to jail. I never did. I always went into psych ward. Like that's where I went. So I'm thankful. I'm very, very grateful that I never went into jail. So I got arrested, but I got sent down to, I don't know how. I ended up always going to psych wards.
I look at like jail was such a blessing to me,
Yes.
and I'll be honest with you, I met such good officers. I did.
Mhm.
I mean, I look back at the time, and God put me in places where some officers gave me favor. You know what I'm saying? They were good to me, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They gave me encourage to get up and go to the next day, and just like I mean, it's at Lou Ray Jail, especially at Lou Ray Jail, we had church almost every night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, I think it was a blessing that God set me down.
Right.
You know, I don't think I'll ever look at it as one of the worst. I mean,
Yeah, it was a great thing that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, being in this, and I can't say that being in the psych ward was not like, it wasn't like not supposed to happen. I'm glad that I was there. I was against my will. I didn't want to be there.
outright, I didn't want to be there either.
Being strapped in a straitjacket and getting shots and not being able to use a razor and going in front of a judge and being told that you are, and getting a list of all these things that is wrong with you medically that I knew I was not, I knew I did not have all these things medically wrong with me, but yet they claimed that all these things was medically wrong with me. To the point that I could get disability, and I'm just like, come on, for real, like y'all are nuts. I was like, and I even told my doctor, I was like, I want to run the Greenway when I want to. I am not gonna just not, run the Greenway. And then he was just like, you're not physically disabled, Andrea. You're mentally. You can run the Greenway.
Two
Oh
kinds
my
of disability
God.
in it.
Mhm.
Two kinds of, yeah.
Well, whatever. I know I'm not. But now looking back, I'm just like, gosh, thank you. Thank you. Because they were really like gonna make me like, what's the story in the Bible
About
of the man that was out? Was he on an island or wherever by himself? Crazed man.
Are you talking about Paul when he was
The
on-
man that was crazed or whatever, and nobody wants to go around him.
Are you talking about the demon possessed man?
Yes.
That he was up in the tombs. They said the
Tell
Bible
us
says
about
the
him.
tombs, and so it was a man, and he was at these tombs. And the Bible says like up somewhere in these tombs, and he would holler like and cut himself and just carry on from like daylight to dark. And the town people were scared of him, and like they would chain him up. He would break the chains. All right, so Jesus finds him, and when Jesus sees him, he falls down, and he knows who Jesus is, and God delivered this man. He got the demons out of him. So the next time, so he goes into town with the man, and the people in the town seen how Jesus changed this man. I mean, he was dressed and ready, and he was nice, and so I think he wanted to follow Jesus, and Jesus said, "No, you go home and let people see, how I've changed you, and let your family see you." So, yeah, you're talking about that man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the man I'm talking about. Yeah, because my poor family thought that,
said-
she's too far gone. Like
He-
it's a wrap.
Yeah, it
for her.
says he was demon possessed, and they said it in the Bible. It stated that they said it. They called him Legion, or the legions because it was many demons.
And I'm
I
sure.
remember
many
that
demons
story.
was in him.
And I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, that's what we had this discussion. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
feel
just
like-
pumps you with demons.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like right now, in like this day and time, and I look back like on my walk with God, and I'm thinking, and I don't really know what I did that was so much. I mean, He changed me a little bit at a time,
Mhm.
and I'm so thankful for it because
So
I'm not
thankful.
who I used to be,
Definitely not.
and I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever remember like changing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I just stayed in my Bible.
Yeah.
I kept praying. Sure, I went through trials, but Jesus was always there.
Right.
And different things, but I just stayed with God.
Yes.
And eventually, I just
It didn't happen overnight. No, mine didn't either. Now it took. I mean, it didn't happen overnight for me neither. I mean, it really didn't. Looking back, I would say, 4 or 5 years it took, because when I was using, now I was mean. I wasn't.
Not you.
It wasn't me. You know what I mean? Me. Was not. And still, that meanness can come out when that button gets hit. Like push.
Yeah,
But
my mom
so
used to tell me
thankful.
that she said the only word you know is the F word. Ever since you talk, all you know is the F word. And I thank God that He's cleaned me up, that He's cleaned
Yeah,
my mouth up.
that's
And
gone.
that was one of the things I noticed straight off, that my cussing had stopped.
Yeah.
And so
Your mouth will clean up eventually. And if it doesn't yet,
It's okay.
you'll recognize little
coming.
changes.
that was my biggest fault, I think.
One step at a time.
Yeah, I
One
had
day at a
awful
time.
ugly ways.
Yeah. But Jesus loves you. He loves you just the way you are. And just try to make those
Amen.
little changes as much as you can, and work on yourself as much as you can. Become the better version of yourself each day. And that's all we can do. So anyway, let's go to
We got a lot of good stuff in the making.
we do. And
mean-
we'll talk about that more to come. It is some big things.
There are some
Bustin'
big things in
toe.
the works. You
We
guys
do.
are it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Stay tuned.
And we have some big things in the works here coming up that can help you become the best version of yourself, recovery or not. If you just want to become the best version of yourself, come hang out with us at Celebrate Recovery Monday night. Now, this snowstorm's coming, but as of right now, Celebrate Recovery Monday night at 6:30, Main Street Baptist.
Are you supposed to go Monday?
I am. My story on Monday night, if snowstorm does not snow is out, and that's going to be at 6:30, and that's on Main Street. Free Indeed Tuesday night, 6:30, Newport Road, and again, that's on Tuesday night. 23 West Main Street, AA noon. I called it service, but AA noon meeting, and that's at 23 West Main in Luray. Rec Center, shout out to Audrey for the housing that's going on next to the rec. Great job with you guys. And I do not still have the Cash App for Living Legacy. I need to get that. So I will have that hopefully by Monday's airing. And then, of course, for our chance to win for the We Do Recover shirts, we need to do an actual picture for this. And I think we'll have that on Monday too for you guys so that we can have the actual picture of that shirt. So hopefully we'll have that on
Nice
our
shirts, yes.
Yes, they are nice.
Very nice.
Thank you to the ones who are donating money to us. They're actually I guess a lot of people are sending in like $20 for the shirts, but not taking the shirts. And just kind of donating for the house. We're taking those extra funds and putting it aside to help put in a bathroom for the house, because we are housing almost a full house right now, and it is hard when all of us have to use the bathroom at the same time, or we all need to shower, or all have to shower or something, and it's a little tough. So thank you guys for donations. We really appreciate it.
And thank you guys for all the support, all the questions that you guys are asking us. We love the feedback. Keep it coming. Anything you guys want to know, anything you guys want to see, let us know.
Yeah.
Like I say, stay tuned, because there's some good stuff in coming down the pipeline for sure.
Definitely. Sobriety dates. If you have your name and sobriety dates coming up, send it to message to Angie Bolyard, and she'll make sure that we make it recognized here on the broadcast.
We'll give you a shout out.
Yes.
Because that's
Shout
worth a
out to-
shout out.
Kylie, Brenna, Sutton, and Leah. Had a great weekend with you guys. It was so much fun. Love you.
Yes. Aw.
Bye, guys.
Bye. You guys have a great day.